don't have Star Trek up there.
That is kind of funny. They have Star Wars.
They have all Star Wars. They've got like Stargate. They have Everyday Italian. They got Frasier, Friends, Good Eats, Hogan's Heroes, and they don't have any freaking Star Trek.
They don't
none of the
wanna
old series, none of the new series, no movies, no nothing.
I know. They don't want to get into a Kirk-Picard war up in the
Apparently.
ISS.
I don't even think they have Boston Legal. I think they have something against William Shatner. Okay? I'm just saying. No, but in any case, I do find it very interesting. There are tons of books that all have stuff to do about history and space, and all that stuff makes sense. And then suddenly you get into the movies, and it's like 50 First Dates, A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Yeah, I just, Best in Show. I just didn't quite understand. So I find
Fargo.
it to be very funny. If in case anybody else cares, I thought it was hysterical.
That doesn't count as news. That's social stuff. Give me the last news item. No, we're done with that. All right. So, yeah, blah, 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 ISS, they have DVDs. Although, I wonder what DVD region their system is set to. Because, you're locked to a DVD region, or are they, what do you...
Mars.
Mars? Is there a Mars DVD? Is there a space DVD region
there is
on
now.
the DVD players?
I don't know.
That's the last news item before we go to break.
Fine. Okay, so Phoenix, the Phoenix spacecraft, which is Mars-bound by NASA, is aiming to land in the Martian, I always say Arctic. I don't know why. Anyhow, point is, they're going to hit the Martian, I think it's North Pole. I could be wrong, but one of the poles.
Why are you air quoting Arctic?
I have no idea. I'll put my hands down. Anyhow, Phoenix is on course for a planned May 25th touchdown in the Martian Arctic. If that's successful, it will mark the first powered landing on Mars since NASA's Viking 2 set down in 1976.
Awesome.
So that's like 32 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a big, big deal as far as I'm concerned.
Back to the moon, onto Mars is the first step.
Yeah, no, that's huge. It is wonderfully on course. They had gone through all these different tests on, and if you're off by X amount, you can this way and that way, whatever. No, it's like perfectly on course, and they're actually kind of like knocking on wood because it's going so well right now.
My question is, what kind of propulsion did they use to get there?
I don't know.
I wonder if we'll be able to find out.
No, probably not. It's a secret. You'll never know. Ever.
We'll be talking with Adam Kimberlin right after this and our Amazon Pick of the Week. Stay with us.
This segment is sponsored by Brain Tonic. Get rid of the head fog with zero caffeine or processed sugar. For more information, go to spacevidcast.com/braintonic.
I called the moon my home for 3 days of my life, and I'm here to tell you about it. That's science fiction.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
And it was a bold move. It had some risky aspects to it, but it was a time when we made bold moves.
It's T-minus 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 53 seconds and counting.
I had the feeling the whole world was watching us.
30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds.
Not only do I have a lot of things I can do wrong, but the consequences, should I do them wrong, are going to be immediately obvious to 3 billion people.
Ignition sequence starts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Then it dawned on me from an emotional point of view that we're going to go to the moon.
All your systems are looking good going around the corner. We'll see you on the other side. Over.
We went into darkness after being in daylight the whole time, and we're in the shadow of the moon.
Look at that. Unbelievable.
I felt that I was literally standing on God's front porch.
I remember thinking, my God, that little thing is so fragile out there.
That jewel of Earth, we just hung up in the blackness of space.
People, instead of saying, well, you Americans did it, everywhere they said we did it. We, the human race, we people did it. And I thought that was a wonderful thing.
And that is our Amazon pick of the week. And that was picked by Carrie Ann, actually.
Yeah.
Good pick, I think.
Thanks.
Yep, absolutely. If you want to help out SpaceVidcast, and if that looked interesting to you, go to spacevidcast.com/Amazon. You can see all of our picks of the week. That's pick of the week 006. And you can purchase it through there by purchasing it through the spacevidcast.com/Amazon page. We do get a referral for that, and that money goes back into the show, helps us produce better content. Prettier lights, you know, better shirts for me, because this shirt just doesn't do it for me.
I don't get anything.
No, she gets nothing. Absolutely nothing.
No.
Nothing at all. I mean,
so not to worry.
She doesn't need anything though, right? Right, chat room. She's perfect the way she is.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a kiss up right
Fox,
there.
Yeah, I know. So Fox wants an HD studio with a real switcher.
Hey, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're working on it. So our guest today is Adam Kimberlin, and he is hardcore cool. He works. You are a, help me out, Adam. You're an intern for NASA. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And what do you do for NASA right now? Actually, before we go into that, when does your internship end?
Tomorrow, actually.
Great timing on our part.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you guys contacted me when you did. So.
But you're thinking of starting it back up, or you will be going back, if that, I believe that's correct. And
Yep.
What is it you do at NASA?
Well, I work in propulsions and the PDRL, which is the PRDL, which is the Propulsions Research and Development Lab at Marshall, and I work in basically an experimental thruster development lab, and we do a lot of different stuff. Mainly, what I do is plasma propulsion, and what we're going to talk about is some nuclear surface power stuff.
Yeah, so the way we actually got in contact on Facebook, and I asked you what you did for NASA, because I sent everyone a personal message, and I noticed you worked for NASA, and I said, so what is it you did? And you said, I do nuclear surface propulsion. No, nuclear surface, is that right? Nuclear surface
power.
Power, I'm sorry, nuclear surface power, that's right. And I said, wow, what's that? So what is, help everyone out, what is nuclear surface power?
Well, right now, one of the big, conventions that they use to power spacecraft and things of that nature is solar panels. And as the Ares system is coming into fruition, and they're wanting to go to the moon, they are looking to have installments that are going to be there for a really long time. Well, a problem arises when you think of that, is that the moon rotates as well, and the establishment will actually be in darkness at some point. So solar power is not a very attractive convention, so what they're looking to do is actually install fission reactors on the moon and on spacecraft to power them in a much more efficient way.
Now, why don't we do that today?